Hi everyone, I'm very excited to share with you some thoughts on the 9th workshop on Waldenstrom, which was held in the beautiful city of Amsterdam. You can see it behind me. It's actually really special to me. The Dutch WM task force was actually started due to one of the Waldenstrom workshops. The first one we visited was in Newport, Rhode Island. And we didn't really have a Waldenstrom group in the Netherlands before that. And the workshop in Rhode Island was instrumental for us because it showed us the great inclusivity of the Waldenstrom community and also the opportunities for collaboration with not only the Bing Center, but also other centers really grew in that workshop. So I was really happy when we did a sort of a bid for Amsterdam as one of the future sites for the workshop, and this was in 2016. So I think the most important message that came out of this workshop was actually, I think, hope, because there were so many new developments, both in the molecular pathogenesis of Waldenstrom, but also in novel treatment approaches. And one of the new additions to the program were the great debates. And I remember one of the great debates was on what is the best first-line therapy for patients with Waldenstrom macroglobulinemia. And this is really still a very relevant topic. I think a great addition to the program. Also, what I think is also really special is the fact that a stage is given to young investigators. And the interesting thing is I look back on the recipients of the Young Investigator Awards in Amsterdam, and some of those, such as Maria Luisa Guerrera, Simona Ferrero, Eric Duro, and my colleague Josephine Vos were among the Young Investigator Award awardees. And all those people actually became important pillars of the Waldenstrom community. So my message to young investigators, please attend these conferences. Bring your research to the conference because there is a great chance that if you do so, you can also have a great career in this field, and we need young investigators. Also, I do remember that Zachary Hunter was awarded the Robert A. Kyle Award, and I couldn't think of a better person to receive this award. So one of the memorable events in the Westerkerk, I think we had a beautiful candle lighting ceremony, which was led by Lia van Ginneken. And Lia van Ginneken was a Waldenstrom patient advocate who was very active, not only in the Netherlands, but also in Europe for the EMA and the expensive drug committees. And she led this ceremony where we could remember a family member, a friend who had passed away. And we did this by lighting a candle. And this was a really special moment for me. So with all this being said, I'm looking very much forward to the next conference. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. My name is Monique Minnema, and I had the privilege to be the host of one of the hosts of the 9th Waldenstrom meeting in 2016. I did it together with Marie-José Kersten and Stephen Pauls, also present here today in Prague. The meeting in 2016 was held also in October in the beautiful city of Amsterdam, and especially in the old town of Amsterdam, the inner city, in a beautiful church. And we call it in Amsterdam, we call it the Koepelkerk. So that was a beautiful venue to have this meeting, which was also a very high scientific level meeting. I do remember that we started with a myeloma session, which was really impressive. But then after that, we had the Waldenstrom meeting for several days. And for me, I think the most impressive memories I have of that meeting is that we get to understand much more about the genomic landscape of Waldenstrom's that was in the beginnings, and we learned about the mutations and the role of the mutations and perhaps more mutations besides MID88. So that was really, really exciting. And the other exciting part was the role of the BTK inhibitors. That was also quite new, and also in this Waldenstrom meeting, we had much more information about the use of this drug, longer use of this drug, side effects of this drug, and the effects of these wonderful drugs on Waldenstrom, and the beautiful effects it had for patients, of course. But with all the science there, I think for me, the most impressive moment that I do remember was a beautiful ceremony that we had in a dinner, not the last dinner, but the dinner before that, also in a church in the center of Amsterdam. We had a beautiful dinner with one of the Princes of Orange was also present, but we had a special ceremony for our friends and patients that have passed away. So it was really a remembrance session, and that was really powerful and moved me tremendously. We ended that dinner with a little bit more fun. That was with we call it the living Rembrandt, where all the figures of his famous painting, The Night Watch, which you can see in Amsterdam, was revived with actual people playing all the roles that you also see in The Night Watch. And we took a lot of pictures standing between them in the end. So that was a really, really nice ending of that meeting, but the ceremony was really, really impressive. And I think, talking about patients, it was also one of the first meetings in which we had a doctor-patient forum. And this also was a real nice moment of this meeting. And I would also like to share a message for the young attendees of the new workshops today and also in the coming years. That is that Waldenstrom, it is a rare disease, but it's such a complex disease that we really need all the help we can get to decipher how it's working and what we can do to help most of the patients affected by this disease. So please join, you're so welcome, and hopefully you will be here also in the coming years to help us improve the lives of our patients.